So here's my latest project. I'm working on a house remodel, and we didn't want the big oven that we had, which was a nice Jenn-Air unit. So I took the downdraft blower out of the oven. It was actually mounted underneath, and we still want to have downdraft for our range top, but we don't need the big oven. So I've built a controller to control the downdraft blower. It's a 2-speed blower, 110 volt, and being that I ripped the control panel and everything out of the oven, I had to make something to control this thing. So I've used two relay controllers, which are really nice. I got these off Amazon, and you can set them up to run. They can be triggered from ground, or they can be triggered from power. So you've got these little jumpers down in here, the little black jumpers, which you can move to high or low. High meaning you're going to trigger with power, which is 12 volts, or low, which is ground. So I've got them set up to trigger with power. I've got two little switches here that I'm using temporarily. I got to build a harness to go from the basement up to the range top, or the countertop where we're putting the ranges. And I've got these really nice stainless switches that I'm going to use, that we're going to install in the countertop. So they're kind of a surface mount, waterproof. So in future video I'll show the final install. But anyways, so for now, temporarily, I've got my power and high-low control. And again, it's all 12 volts, so if you touch anything, you know, nothing's going to happen to you. So triggering the power switch, the relay board triggers on. Now the blower is running on low, and then we trigger the high-low switch, and the blower goes high. So got my cabling coming out all labeled. So I got power, which is the 12 volts to the switches. I've got a ground because I'm going to have a power indicator up on the countertop. And I've got my trigger on, and then H for high or high-low control. So this is going to connect to a harness. Then I'll have the harness plugged into the stainless switches up on the countertop. So anybody has any questions on how to build something like this or where to get parts, let me know. Got the fuse holder. Also, I've got a 10 amp fuse holder, which basically everything in this unit is fused. So this here is my power supply, a transformer from 110 AC. This is actually a 15 volt transformer that I salvaged out of something else. And so I've got a 12 volt regulator installed on the top. So this will actually install on the ceiling in my basement next to the blower. Once I put this together, it'll look like this. Got a power indicator on it. Fuse on here, easily accessible. And these two grommets are carrying one to the fan, and one is power, plugged into power. Fan's nice too because it's got a connector on it that you can unplug. So as this progresses, I'll shoot another video of the final product.